Dave Fingers here with my good friend Kyle Grivette. He is the president and CEO of 3ACLEAN. Kyle, how are you today, my friend?
Great, Dave. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Wanted to ask you, we talk about a lot of stuff every week, but I thought we'd make this one a little bit more client-centered. And I'm curious if you've ever had a prospect approach you or you've approached a prospect where their current commercial cleaning service was just a disaster and you were able to go in and really help them out of a tough predicament.
Well, Dave, I'm glad you asked because the answer is yes.
Okay.
And usually it happens that they seek us out before we get to them. And the one particular case was that I'll talk about right now is it's a very large manufacturing site, and we were doing what's called tag work, extra work. And for whatever reason, their 16-year incumbent wasn't able to or would not do this tag work. Well, they let us into the building to do this work, and we were able to take care of it at a reasonable price in a reasonable time frame. And then one day, one of the directors came up and asked, would we be interested in bidding on their janitorial service? And it didn't take me too many times into the facility to tell that they had issues. To just tell by the way certain things looked in certain places, because manufacturing, it's hard to tell what's getting cleaned and where in some of the areas.
Can you give me an example?
An example would be, let's just say where they assemble. Now, in an assembly area, there can be a lot of dust and dirt on equipment, on overheads, and you don't know what the service schedule is for getting that, or even if they would have an outside service get those particular items. They may have their own people do it twice a year or whatever it is. But where I noticed was in some of the office areas, some of the bathrooms, and in a locker room that, to me, it looked like there was basically standing dirt and things that hadn't been cleaned in a while or not cleaned well in a while. And so I said, yeah. And through a number of conversations, I was able to get access because it was a 24/7 job, and it still is. I was able to get access so that we could kind of see what was going on. And from there, was able to put together some numbers. And we've been at that site now since, I remember the day we started, July 28th, 2008.
Wow.
And we're still there today. And we started this project out with quite a few people, and we're down to 8.5 full-time employees basically on that site. But it's still 24/7, 365. They've cut back on the number of people that are in their facility through all of this. And, they've got a smaller group of people that produce what they produce. But yeah, we've helped them quite a bit. We brought them in to where they've got now a standard that can be upheld. They know what good service looks like. They know what great service looks like. We have a great relationship with them. There's a lot of communication back and forth, not just from me and the people that I would deal with, but all through the organization. People on site talk to their people so that there's it's a wonderful situation. And we've got a few other situations that are like that too, where basically I would say that we pulled the bacon out of the fire so that they could continue doing what they do. And we've got a number of medical sites that are long-term clients, well over a decade, where similar type of circumstances in a situation where we're still there doing the work. So, yes.
That's a great story. So you focus on everything from manufacturing to medical facilities, and this is just proof that not all janitorial services or commercial cleaning companies are created equal. So, I consider some of the things that you've shared with me over the years that we've talked, and as long as we've been doing this, that you offer world-class service. You take that extra mile, that extra step to be very high touch with your clients versus just going in and doing the cleaning and getting out.
Well, absolutely. And for clients that have a a larger magnitude of cleaning done, there's no other way. If there's no communication, the thing will fall apart eventually, so that's where basically you're partnering, where we become your support staff. And if I'm supporting you, you've got to communicate with us. When we ask questions, you got to answer them, or vice versa. When you ask questions, we've got to be able to answer them. And we try to empower the people at the job level to handle the situation. And if they're confused, take care of it and then call, and we'll take care of it from there. But take care of it.
There you go. Communication is key. That's
right.
Great news. If you're looking for an excellent commercial cleaning company, 3ACLEAN, contact my buddy Kyle Grivette. Kyle, thanks again for your time today.
You got it, Dave. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Have a good day.
See ya.